Welcome everybody to my first ever playthrough of a Total War game. What I'm gonna stream and record right now is a playthrough of Total War Shogun 2 and the Master of Strategy mod. It's a pretty extensive mod that puts a lot of new stuff into the game and adds a lot of new units and changes to the game. There are quite a lot of different balances as well, and a lot of factions had been adjusted, and it's my second playthrough of the game. First one had been with the Ikoikis, which are called Hoganji in this version. Those were the guys who are actually having a different kind of faith and had a lot of struggles with like having a different faith and having to convert all the provinces to it. This time though we will gonna do a playthrough with the Dates. As you can see, they are situated in the top right corner of the island. So our main objective will be first securing the most northern parts, also securing the trade ports that are there alongside the way, and yeah, from there making our way towards the old capital. We can also check out what kind of bonuses they have. One of them is very important, which is improved steel, which gives +1 armor to all units. I never played them before, or well, as I said, I only played one other playthrough of this mod, but I think +1 armor comes in very handy, especially for militia units, as they only have like 1 or 2 armor, so it's like a 50% buff. But also they have like big bonuses to the Nodachi units, which are like sword samurais or sword, big sword, units. And there the most important thing probably is gonna be +3 melee defense. Usually they have, they have a really good value of attack, but a really low value on defense. So combined with 1 armor and 3 more defense, they should be pretty good in holding up. Also, they have the resistance to cold attrition, which can be handy, as in this game mode every season is like 3 rounds, so once you're in a campaign in the winter you will be there for a few rounds, and if you're on enemy territory while the winter with other factions you lose a lot of units. For them it's fine to be in this. And also you have -20% upkeep for Nodachi units, so you can pump out a lot of Nodachi units better, easier. I will go for the domination campaign, which consists of capturing 70 provinces and the capital. It's easier in this game mode to have this kind of conquest than in the other normal modes and a normal game, because this modification, as you soon will see, has a lot of different... Yeah, most of the provinces are split in 2 or 3 provinces and castles, so probably if we are reaching, let's say probably around here, we already have won the game, excluding the capital capture, because it's pretty... has a lot of provinces to capture. Also, the game I played before, I played on normal. Now I will play on hard, which should be a bit more difficult. But overall, let's see how it goes. I turn off drop-ins because, no one ever will anyway do it. Hey Toga! Yeah, I'm gonna start a new playthrough of the of Shogun 2 in preparations for the re-release of Total War Rome 1. So I will always set battle time limits to... Yeah, life is good, and hopefully soon the life of all my Date friends will also be good. Battle time limit to 20 minutes, so if you have like a hard... This is actually to abuse the AI a lot. I also pre-ordered it. Yeah. 20-minute time limit is always to manipulate the AI a bit, because sometimes if you have a hard battle or if you don't want to lose a city, you can often hold out the 20 minutes and then it's like, yeah, over faster. Also, sometimes in this mod there's some certain places where units are bugged and spawning units are bugged, and then they are just stuck there for the whole game. And yeah, this way you avoid to have like 1 hour 1 hour battles for not being able to defeat the last unit. And usually 95% of the battles are decided in like about 10 minutes anyway. Alright. So as I said, 70 cities plus Kyoto has to be captured in this time frame. But it should be easily done. So let's start the game. Yeah, I also like to co-op stream a lot of these games, but the issue usually is that after like 30-40 hours, when I boot up after that 10th day in a row of like several hours of playing, usually the other persons then are like, not today, and I'm like, but I want to play. So that's always been my issue. Alright, let's have a look at the map. The camera always in this mod spawns somewhere in the ocean, I don't know why. But here we are. Starting situations, we have like 3 villages. Some of them are even mad at the beginning. But this is soon easily fixable. We have a lot of trading ports up in the north and around here even, which we should develop soon, because they give a lot of raw materials that we can trade with other clans. What I learned in my other playthrough though is, in my other playthrough at some point I tried to take every clan that I conquer as a vassal, which turned out to be really bad, because at some point they all get mad and they all attack you again. So in this playthrough I will, except for the vessels I have in the beginning, which seems to be some, we have like 1 vessel already. This one of we keep. Yeah, which is like a small, one small country up here. It's one of our vessels. The good thing about this clan here is, like, if you look here, we have like 1 ally to the south, which is decently big. We have even more allies to the south and to the north. So I think we're pretty safe in the beginning towards having any kind of aggression towards us. Like, we have a belt of defenses to the south and to the northeast, which allows us to smoothly expand. I think the first target should be the Mogamis up here in the north. They have only 2 provinces here, and yeah, I think that's an easy first prey for our campaign. The biggest threats to us probably in the start is the Uesugi, which already have 10 provinces. As you can see, their power is also moderate. They probably will be the biggest danger. Though we shouldn't right away go for war. We first have to prepare and have some kind of good, yeah, trading agreements.
A friend is always welcome.
In the beginning, those trade agreements are not really that worthy, but as we can look here, let's see how much
Our
we can
friend is.
do. Let's look in the finances. Yeah, it's about 76, which means like you could afford like 1 or 2 additional troops, because they are about upkeep 40 to 50 usually. So if we do a few of those trade agreements with a few of our fellows, we should also be
I am here.
capable of putting out more units. Also, trade agreements help. People don't attack you as easily because, well, we have a trade agreement with them. So I just try to get every trade agreement that I can do, except for the Mogamis, because, yeah, we're gonna attack them.
Cast your words upon.
Also in this game and in this modification, if you break a trade agreement or break any kind of agreement prematurely, everyone will be really mad at you at some point, and they use it as an excuse to attack you on a frequent basis.
I will listen.
Alright, let's first make a trade agreement with everyone else who likes it, and that's good. Yeah, as far as I saw for Rome, I think there's a lot of a lot of people said that they're gonna be probably disappointed because it's only a little bit of skin remastering of the original and a few new mechanics, but that they said that in terms of overall a game, Rome 2 is like still a way better game, and it's for them only in terms of nostalgics that they actually play the remastered one. I also bought it, 15 euros. We can check it. We can check it out. We can also play some games, some battles. But for now, I'm not so sure if it's gonna be like overly wow, to say the least. Alright, we have a lot of trade agreements. Now we can check out what kind of units we have here. We have a lot of generals scattered around. We have a few militias here, a few Yari Ashigarus here. And as you can see here already, they have 3 armor, and the units of others, even though they are allies, we can't see them. They only have 2 armor, which should be really good and really nice later on to actually having like an advantage over these opponents. Alright, this castle is a little bit mad in the beginning, so I'm gonna use one of my generals to actually keep them down, calm them down. And as I said, later on I'm gonna probably attacking those guys up here in the north, so I should also check which kind of generals are where, because every one of them has special kind of treaties to us. Like there are some special kind of roles that they can have, and depending on their level they will be, yeah, even better in that. For example, there is a minister for building stuff, which reduces the cost of buildings and resistance to invaders. There's one for, yeah, having more taxes and less upkeep, one for replenishing more units better and movement, and one for recruiting and cooldown reduction. The cooldown reduction, yeah, doesn't matter really that much, because in the beginning there's literally no really good yeah, spell anyway. Okay, I think we should also try to get our daimyo a few levels up in the beginning, because he can also increase our relationships because of the daimyo honor. Because if our leader is honorable, he will be more famous and more, yeah, liked by the others. In the beginning, each faction also has like a small yari, a small katana retainer, or usually retainer and general units. Basically, those units you should try to keep alive. It's like those are samurai units in the beginning, which are way stronger than the militias or the ashigarus. As you can see here, they changed the map in these modifications a lot. So I can't even access my province from this province, because it would be a declaration of war. I can't even access it here. So for now, those two generals are going here. Also, I think I should adopt one of these guys to my family, because I have a female daughter here. So, for example, adopting... Yeah, this guy is only 31, so let's marry them. Gives him a little bit of loyalty more, and yeah, maybe at some point we get some children and some nice some people who can help us. Yeah, the mod support for these games are always great, and I really hope for Rome they will do the same again. Like the original Rome had like a lot of stuff there. Alright. So what we gonna do now? Let's check out the masteries. Mastery in this game are like 1 tree for military parts and 1 way for the peaceful, like the development of your let's say general well-being, like culture, government, economy. I will start with developing this one and then also using the first one of Bushido, mainly to be able to build these starting buildings, as I first want to develop some of these provinces to have a little bit more income before I start pumping out units and attacking. I think before we really pump out any kind of military, I will just send all my troops to the cities. As we can see here, we already have like a nice formidable force, even with like a lot of riflemen, archers and nice ones. But those are units that every clan gets, so... Yeah, have a nice one, Toga. Yeah. That's a nice mix already of units, and as I said, I should try to keep these ones alive because they are more powerful than most of the Ashigaru units in the beginning. Less people, of course, in the units, but we will soon see they being really good on the battlefield. Alright, I'm starting to develop this, and in this game mode also you need to develop certain building places first before you can actually build upon them. So developing those grounds doesn't cost anything, but you have to develop them first. Here we can also look what else we can develop. We could like build a lumber camp or fields. Usually you have one rice, or you have one building that anyway provides food for yourself and for the clan. So usually developing the other fields as well only is if you really need it. It's usually better to develop the provincial special building. It's of course a lot more expensive, but as you can see on the left side, you have like 3 tons of high quality timber there, and usually those are used to trade and to build some certain buildings, and that's very important. Also usually every castle has a different speciality. Okay, here we both have timber, so maybe we only will develop one. But here, for example, we have a coal mine which gives us coal. As you can see, it has also unrest, and people will be less happy then. But with a few units in the town, it should be no issue. But as you can see, clicking on that, we need some certain kind of tech to even develop that. So for now, we have 2000 gold. I'm gonna develop this coastal village to make this my economical hubs, these two. And for the other building, I will then just try to get it to be, yeah, building some kind of recruitment camps for my units. I could also try to go for this for these retainers in the beginning, but then you usually need a lot of buildings first that allow these kind of units. As you can see here, if I go through them, every unit has a certain limit of how many you can build of them. So if you want to build a lot of Ashigaru units, you need to develop certain buildings that grants you additional Ashigaru class units. Like you can see on the left side, it's plus 0.5 Ashigaru and militia class units available, and the same for veteran Ashigarus. And yeah, there are other buildings too that increases that. But to build samurais in the beginning, you need a lot of buildings to actually be able to recruit them. So what I will probably go for is starting off with building some traders and some economical hubs, and after that starting with Bushido and going for these Ashigaru units should be better. Okay, what I still have to check out is, as we are having bonuses on the Nodachi units, we have to check out what I actually need to recruit Nodachis. As you can see here, with this you can recruit a lot of militias and Ashigarus. So basically the town folks, and not really good at, not really the strongest units. But as it seems, you really need to start here to actually be able to recruit the Nodachi samurais. And let's see if there's Nodachi heroes, Nodachi something. But as it seems, you can't really access Nodachi militia units. Seems like they don't exist. Alright, so let's develop this first. Here I built my coastal village, and the rest of my money I will save up until I be able to recruit or build traders or other kind of these kind of hubs in the next rounds. Alright. Guess that's the first round for this game. So we'll start. I set it to watch the AI doing stuff as well, just to see what they're up to. Usually in the first rounds, I guess they all just consolidate their units and just move them all into, their castle and stuff. Not really anyone doing anything specific. I am not a peasant anymore, so I don't need any guidance of you. And as you can see, construction report, we build our coastal village and we build our building spots, so to say. As I said, now I'm gonna also develop the Bushido after that, and now I'm gonna check out what we can build here. We have 2,800, so I could either develop my trading stuff, craftsman. What do we need for craftsman? The left one. Okay. could do that. Or I could try to build a harbor right away. If I had the harbor, I could start trading with others via the trade port, so trading with people further away. And I could also try to build some kind of trading ship, which would allow me to basically take advantage of these trading ports that are scattered around. Let's see, if I build this harbor, I can also build the barter exchange, which is basically later develops into some kind of market stuff. So I guess this will be my main trading hub and my economical center, and yeah, this one maybe also will be some kind of economical center. And here I will start trying to pump out units then to start my first campaign towards the north. So you can see we have no further development with this, the diplomacy. So I guess we're gonna just end it here. Alright. So the third round. We can use up here to actually start using to go for this temporal guard, which is like the starting building for recruitment of, yeah, of the units. And down here I'm gonna use it to use a craftsman's house. Craftsman house will be later really important, as you can create or build certain high value buildings to create weapons and other stuff. So I will choose this as a first. Alright, here in the middle, here in the other, the barter exchange finished, and I could just continue developing it. As you can see, my province will be less happy a bit, but we gain more growth from economical every turn. Also in 3 rounds our harbor is finished, and then we can start to build some trade ships, I suppose. And as long as we don't go to war with any of those people down here, we can probably securely take this kind of trading port here and get our first trade imports, which is cotton. Death of a daimyo. Those messages will show up a lot because, well, the AI likes to suicide their leaders into battles. Instruction report, only this one. Alright. So now the more important part is, what do we start to develop further? I could go for this to actually get access to these Nodachi samurais, to recruit them right away. I could also look what else is important. How much food do we have? We have 3 food, which is decent for now. We don't need any kind of further production of anything. Here we will have -1 food, and here we also will have -1 food, consumes 1 food, so we would be at +1. We could actually go for this irrigation here. Or we could just for one, yeah, developing some cheap stuff here that basically, yeah, gives us bonuses to everything. Alright, I wouldn't recruit right away some units because they cost upkeep every round, so I will wait until I really have a decent economy to start pumping out those units. Let's see. Ah, this is actually the village of our vassal. Yeah, pretty hidden in the forest here, but as you can see. Alright. Let's go for the next round. I want to secure the northernmost part as fast as possible to be able to just, yeah, focus all attentions to one front, because now we still have like a lot of fronts to worry about. Alright, got this one. Also in this modification, it's really important to notice the different kind of seasons. As you can see here now, we have like summer season. Each season lasts 3 turns. So it's 12 turns for a year. And there can also be special effects that it's a hard summer or a nice summer. It basically gives more bonuses or negative stuff. But a normal summer, yeah, just basically spreading a bit of happiness amongst our provinces. Alright, what happened? Construction. We built a trader, which we can't develop further because we need the crafts and technology yet, and we don't have this kind of money. Down here we did the craftsman, and up here we got the temporal guard. As you can see now, comparing to this one, we are capable of recruiting the Ashigarus already. But as I said, even 50 upkeep right now is like not really worth it, because yeah, I just want to have a stable economy first. What I want to do though is I'm gonna upgrade this building further. Well, let's first check. Yeah, could be affordable to upgrade those both. So upgrading this, which gives us, yeah, let's see if it actually decreases as well. Yeah, less recruiting cost and overall just being able to recruit more of those units. And here we increase the craftsmen's. I think the next 2 rounds I just also want to save up some money to being able to, yeah, build a lumber camp to get this access to this tons of high quality timber. So for now that's probably also all that happened in this round. Still no new partners. We developed Todofuken, and let's see what else is good. I'm not even sure if it's that good to develop the, or trying to go for the Bushido trades in the beginning. I think having some kind of development on the peaceful parts first, which gives us economical growth, will be better later on. Usually the battles are anyway decided by, yeah, outsmarting the AI. At least that's what I hope I can do in this part. Alright. I set my new studies, I checked all of this stuff. Harbor will be built in 2 turns. And I guess we can continue. Gonna grab some new water while this is happening. Hello, Mr. Mary Jane. Konnichiwa for the people who are more into role-playing this. Alright. Death of a daimyo. Yeah, as I said, later on there will be a lot of daimyo deaths. Just because they all go to battle and, yeah, someone has to die. Our development takes a few turns now as well. And let's see, construction. I upgraded this, but for the next parts we also need like higher technology. So we can't do that for now. Also here the craftsman does take longer to develop now. And yeah. The lumber camp also takes more money, which we get in the next round. Also the harbor will be finished, so I think with all of our money we can build at least a ship and the lumber camp in the next round. And after developing this and maybe this lumber camp down here, or the coal mine needs a lot of technology yet, so probably not. So probably we will develop also this lumber camp down here, and after that we start pumping out some units. Alright, nothing to do in this round, so let's just skip it. It's actually really nice with this data to have like a lot of allies around you, so you in the beginning are really confident in just not doing anything military wise. Alright, as I said, lumber camp is on the agenda, and we should be able to recruit at least 1 or 2 trade ships. They will build after each other, but alright, maybe I'll just build 1 for now. And yeah, in the next round we should be able to build the other lumber camp as well. Alright, still sitting tight. No units shall be produced for now. Also, as a defender in this
ship should be used solely for
yeah, the first time you recruit something in this game, you will always get an intro of, hey, nice unit you recruited there. Alright, the ship I'm gonna set out to this trade port. I don't actually know why it's gonna do this kind of trade route here instead of just going to my port. What? Okay. This must have been some kind of bug in the game, but yeah, fine. As you can see though, we encountered a lot of clans doing this because we saw them on the trade route here on the Also worth noting is actually the upkeep cost of this ship is actually higher than what we gain for now, but getting some new trade partners, this should change at some point. I'm not actually sure what is the most smartest thing to trade with. I think I'm gonna trade with our ally here to actually be safe there, not that they get mad at us at some point.
Peace.
Also to give them a little bit better economy. Alright. I guess it's more about to have cotton for certain buildings right now than actually, yeah, wasting the upkeep there. As I said, we also have enough to do the timber yard here. Here this. And yeah, for the higher buildings we need better tech soon, but we can't have it yet. Let's check out what else we could actually consider building soon. None of these. Yeah, we need a lot of tech for all of this stuff. We finished here though, so we can do some new development. How low on food we are? Oh, we are on 0 food, so we should maybe, just to be secure, develop this to get 2 extra food. Sometimes you conquer provinces here, and AI actually made it so that they have minus food, so it's better to have some food in the plus. Alright, so everything else built. We have the lumber camp, we have this. Let's check what we else can build with this. We can upgrade our rice fields as well. So maybe it makes sense now to actually save up 1 or 2 rounds to then be able to build some of the better, rice. And after that, I guess we can consider pumping out more units and start our conquest. So a bit more waiting room game, and then, we shall conquer. I should also pay attention to which clans go on war with each other, so we maybe can backstab some of them. Let's see, Mogami, they actually only have 1 ally, which probably is up here somewhere, and they only have 2 provinces. Should be easy to defeat them. Alright. Let's check out what buildings we can build. Actually none, because all of them are locked behind higher tech. Also, I think in this game mode it's not as good to actually develop the roads in the beginning, because they cost relatively much compared to what they give. In the normal game they made a lot more sense, because like one of these castles actually had like double the area. So they provided a lot of movement ability, while this one actually, does not really a lot in the beginning. So all I'm gonna do is wait 2 more turns for these equal fields, and then I'm gonna start pumping out or doing these fields on all of my provinces, and then it's wartime. As you can see also, our income steadily increases with all of these nice buildings that we have here. Let's see how much we can get in the next round. 1907 now. Maybe we can do more diplomacy. No, we can sadly not. Alright. Pause game, and then we shall conquer.
I would have you listen to my offer. You might have
It's actually unfortunate that I want to go to war with them. But if I agree to a trade deal now, they later on, I can't actually just go to war with them if I have an agreement. And if I cancel agreements, it takes like 10 turns to be fine and not to be considered a backstab. So, sorry, but nope. No trade for you, my friend. Alright, so as we can see now, we also get 60-70 bonus income from this one building just. Alright. Also, let's check out, okay, in this province we have 4 building slots, 4 recruitment slots per turn. So we should be able to pump out a good amount of forces and fast to actually have a good force when attacking the opponents here. One more turn until we can our units give us some rice fields, and then we're gonna go from there. Actually, this advanced weapons also seems pretty good because it gives +1 defense to all units, which also is pretty good. If I correctly see that. I mean, those units have 14 defense, so it's up to 15. Maybe not that good. But as you can also see, the armor is 2 of these units, so the enemies who don't have this trait of my clan actually only have 1. So it's then double the amount of armor those units have, yeah. A lot of daimyos died, we encountered someone we don't care about, and war declared. Miyoshi. Wait. No, it's a different one. Okay. Alright, next turn again. In the beginning these turns are really fast, but after a while they're gonna take really long, and especially if you have to fight on several fronts and several battles. Those turns can take a whole evening. But for now it's a bit of a waiting game, sadly enough. Also we have winter now, and usually, despite our clan is resistant to the cold, I don't really like to attack in the cold, and the mod actually portrays it really good that you shouldn't attack in the winter. As you can see, you have less movement of your units anyway. Your units are less happy, you have a lot more attrition and less replenishment. So, as in the real life, yeah, you should wait for the spring to attack something. So we can see now our irrigation fields are up, so we can build some of those to provide us more food and to give us certain kind of new stuff. For the sake rice field we need crafts, which I think we can put. Chest of weapon, chest of goods. I'm actually not sure if this chest of goods is the same as crafts and we can build it then, but yeah, I would really like to build at least one of those with the sakes, at least later on. Okay, let's see. This one is for cavalry units. Not so much what we need right now. We have a lot of generals which are cavalry, and we have one of those. Cavalry you really need, or usually try to have at least a few in the army to chase down running opponents or fleeing opponents to slay the majority of them after the fight is won. Hunter tents I think are later to +2 accuracy to all units recruited. So I think up here in this province we will go for this hunter tent to have better precision even on our units. And in the other one we're going for the improved irrigation, and the other one for the sake one, I guess. Alright. I will also recruit a new boat, because I think we should try to get access to these trade ports up here, which is incense, silk and iron. Having access to those early also should be really good. Alright, we built this. We wait for our craft goods here, so we may Crafts. Actually, I'm not sure if we can craft. Where is craft? Is it something we can trade? Doesn't really look like it's something you can trade, because some of the stuff in this mod, they actually changed the names and changed the things. So I think actually building goods, or wait, oh, chests of weapons, it definitely is not. But maybe it's chest of goods to actually being able to produce that. So I think we should go for that and try to build that afterwards. Alright, I built a ship. I built everything else that I need for having a good economy in the start, so I guess, yeah. Next round should be starting to building up units and waiting for the spring to come. After that we should just try to siege the first castle of these Mogami boys up here. Seems like someone wants to marry. I guess having children in this game is, well, doesn't really matter because it takes like, I don't know how many turns to actually having them on full, but I mean, if he wants to have some fun, fine. Alright, I think this is the first, the end of the first recording here. I wanna have like 1 hour parts each to, yeah, have different kind of recordings. Thank you for watching this first episode, and see you in the second episode.